let me proclaim here and now that it's worth walking a few thousand more miles to get to know our rising star tonight. She's already been produced by top people in the business, people who've worked with Elton John, Led Zeppelin, Peter Gabriel, Dolly Parton. They've all spotted her as a rising star, and she's living up to their expectations by getting international airplay for her original songs. And Sabrina Fallah, the rising star in question, I'm delighted to say, joins us now on Zoom from home in Canada. Hi, Sabrina.
Hi.
Hello to you. How are you, my darling? How are you?
I am good. I'm good.
Well, we're all the better for hearing you. What's the weather like in Canada? We always start with a question about the weather.
Cold.
Cold.
It's getting cold. Yeah, it's getting cold.
Well, we think it's very cold here. You see, we'd like to outdo you with our tales of how freezing cold it is here. But many of our Canadian listeners, including the lovely Terry, who's out on the prairie in Winnipeg, always laughs when I say, "Oh, it's freezing tonight. It's it's 5 degrees. It's you need your top coat on." And he's always under 6 feet of snow in -30 or something like that. But I hope there's no early sign of winter there yet, though, or is there? Have you reached freezing already?
No, but sometimes snow just appears, so we can get snow at any time from now till December, so I am ready for it.
The thing is, you see, that you Canadians, you've got snow ploughs on the driveway, haven't you? You've got snow ploughs in the garden shed waiting to come out and clear all the stuff. You're very good at all that. Very good at all that.
Well, I don't do it. It's too big and it's too heavy to push. But yes, we have it.
Well, it's a beautiful... I mean, as you know, at the moment in Glasgow, the world leaders are meeting, aren't they, for the COP26 summit to save our planet. My goodness me, you're lucky enough to live in a beautiful part of the world.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's so gorgeous. Ottawa is your home state, isn't it?
Ottawa is my home, yes.
Yeah. And which part in particular of Ottawa?
Well, I'm in Ottawa, Ontario. So I'm in Ontario and there's Ottawa.
Are you downtown?
Toronto.
Are you downtown?
Oh.
Are you out in the country? Are you... Well, I'm trying to picture where you're in the city.
I'm in the city.
Do you like the buzz of the city? Do you like the buzz of the city and then the creative world?
And I'm not that far from downtown either, because where I live, I'm very close to all the main stores and the shopping malls. So I'm like in the middle and I can go everywhere.
Yeah. So when you say you're close to all the stores and the shops, I mean, do you because you have a very eye-catching sort of idea of how you should dress to match your music. And it's very avant-garde, shall we say.
Thank you.
Very distinctive. It's very classy and very distinctive. Do you get that made? Do you find it locally? How do you source where your clothes for stage performance come from?
Well, my influence is Green Day. So when I look at Billy Joe Armstrong, the lead singer, I look at what he's wearing, and then I think about the female outfit to go with it.
I like that.
My image is like the female version of Billy, but rock and roll, something that looks like a rock outfit, like a Billy Idol wears a rock outfit with a leather jacket. I wear that too.
Yeah, I think. Well, you're very Vivienne Westwood. Would you agree?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah. Well, I want to go back to before we hear, because I want everybody to listen to "Hurt," which is a beautiful track that has been produced. Was this one produced in England?
That "Hurt" was produced in Nashville with Kent Wells. Dolly Parton's producer.
Wow. Amazing. Because you've had some of your songs have been produced in England, haven't they?
The one I'm going to play tonight is produced in England.
Okay. Well, before that, as a scene setter, because I want to show, the versatility of your range. And, one of my favourites of yours is One Chance.
Oh, my God. That's my favorite.
Let me tell you, I love that one. I absolutely love it, and have not been able to stop playing it. So I'd love everyone to hear it. So we'll play that now, and then we'll talk some more, and then we'll also hear Hurt. And if you would play for us live, that would be an absolute bonus.
Of course.
This is Sabrina Fallah, and this is One Chance. See what you make of this. I love it.
Racing hard in class today when I see that smile come my way, and it's hard for me with a concrete chin to get knocked down, get up again. I don't want to stay behind these walls, I don't want to wait for him to call me. I just want to take the time it takes to make him know. If only I had one chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see. You and I will always have one more chance and one more laugh, one more smile that makes us sad. Days go by and 3 more weeks, and I'm stuck behind these memories, and it's hard for me to just let go, to just move on and start again. I don't want to stay behind these walls, I don't want to wait for him to call me. I just want to take the time it takes to make him know. If only I had one chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see. You and I will always have one more chance and one more laugh, one more smile that makes us. I want the world around me stop spinning around. All the lights around me fade and flickers out. If you say you need me, don't say it's over now. One chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see. You and I will always have one more chance. One chance to take me with you, one more chance to make me feel the way you make me feel. And every day I know that we'll be together. One chance is all I need, and one more chance to make you see that you and I will always have just one more chance. You and me, you and me, you and me, you and me.
Wow, I absolutely adore that song. That sums up you to me. That is, I don't know what you think, whether that is, like a signature song.
That song was also recorded in England, and it was the first song off of my first EP that I was promoting.
Yeah.
And it's my baby. It's the song that started my career. So I'm really happy you like it, because this is my baby.
Yeah, and always will be. Well, you've done so much more since then, and we're going to hear some more in a moment. But, growing up, who were you listening to yourself? Who was making an influence and an impact on you?
When I first started, I was listening to Avril Lavigne, Michelle Branch, Simple Plan, Evanescence. And then Green Day came, Bon Jovi, Billy Idol.
Yeah.
and goes on.
Yeah. Did you see the pictures of Bon Jovi in the restaurant that he's opened to feed the homeless and anybody who hasn't got any food to eat?
Yeah.
He's cooking in there
Yes.
himself. I really like him. I think he's a really grounded guy.
He is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. Yes.
Yeah. So you've got that that rasp in your voice, which is very hard for a woman to actually own, and you do. I mean, here Bonnie Tyler would be probably our nearest equivalent
Oh
with
my
that.
God.
Yeah,
I love her.
to you,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
fantastic, isn't she? But you're very, very similar. But also, you do sound like Joan Jett and Pat Benatar.
I get that.
Oh,
I get
do you?
that. I get
Yeah,
that.
I could hear
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
could hear that. The Cranberries as well. So many
Yes,
people.
I get that too. I
It's-
also get Melissa Etheridge.
oh yeah, I can hear all that in your maybe even a little bit of Sinead as well in there. A little bit of Sinead O'Connor. I mean, some of the producers
Oh,
that you
really?
yeah, absolutely. It's all in there.
Yeah, Chris Burkett worked with Sinead O'Connor. Yeah.
And he
And,
is one of the people who've produced you and who's
Produced me.
Yeah, Stuart Epps, who's worked with
Stuart
Elton
Epps.
John and Led Zeppelin as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yes.
Amazing.
Amazing. Yeah.
yeah. Chris Burkett has worked with Peter Gabriel and Quincy
Yes.
Jones and
Buffy St.
Sinead.
Marie.
Yeah. And you mentioned Dolly Parton's producer as well, Kent Wells. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, what a talent again. Well, all these people are in your corner, Sabrina. They really rate you. So, when are we going to see you in Liverpool, which is the home of the greatest band the world ever saw, the Beatles?
Whenever you want me, I'll come.
you
I would love to come back. It's beautiful.
You've got to play the Cavern. You've got to play the Cavern. Yeah, that would be.
Yes, why not?
Yeah, everybody who's anybody has played the Cavern, so you've got to get your
Alright, I better
name.
play it.
Got to get your name on the list there, and you're getting a lot of international airplay for your songs. I mean, how do you get what is your inspiration mainly for songs? Are they autobiographical? Are they about life itself and all its ups and downs? What's the biggest inspiration?
I write about what I go through and what other people go through, what people can relate to, and also help people with what they're going through so they know they're not alone in life.
Yeah, and what comes first? Does the melody come first that you want to tell the story with, or does the story and the lyrics come first?
Whatever comes first comes first. I don't really have a structure. It just comes. It's different every time, but I always like to have a title to follow with it. So
okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I suppose in a way like writing a novel. Some novelists say that they have a title in mind for the book. So everything they then set about writing is to all point the way to why the book is called that title. So I guess that's the same process in songwriting. I'm looking forward to Paul McCartney's new book about lyrics.
Oh,
he's
nice.
yeah.
I better go and read that.
I would say so, because obviously he's going to, I would imagine that he will, well, it will be the accurate tale behind how he arrived at some of the greatest lyrics the world has ever seen, because there's myth and legend and then there's reality, isn't there? So he will put the record straight, literally, for all time, but often one of the oft-told tales is that when he wrote Yesterday, he didn't have a title for it, so he called it Scrambled
Oh,
Eggs.
really?
Yeah, because he dreamed it, and then the next, and I kept a
Oh,
notepad
that's amazing.
by the bed and wrote these
Yes.
lyrics down. Wonderful song,
Yes.
which, as you know, has been covered by everyone from Frank Sinatra onwards. And
Oh,
Frank
wow.
Sinatra said it was the greatest song ever written.
Nice.
He didn't have a title, so it was called Scrambled Eggs. So. Do you always get a title before you start work on the song?
Sometimes, but sometimes it changes.
Yeah,
Sometimes the title changes too. So, but the title isn't always going to stay the same. It's just something I can just think of and then go from it. But it's different every time.
has it? Do you read a lot yourself? Do you expand your vocabulary for your songwriting?
I'm not a big reader, but I do read, but I'm not like reading all the time.
Sure.
But I also like to collaborate with other artists too, so we can share each other's ideas together and write the song as well.
So might you see a magazine article about something that's happened to someone, or you might see a news story about, or a news item on the television that inspires you to write a story about something that happened to somebody. If you're looking outside yourself and it's not all autobiographical, you just observe what other people go through, and that inspires some of your songs.
And I try to write a song that I can also relate to as well, so I can explain it. So I have to understand it as well to write the song. So,
but the guitar, obviously, very dear to your heart, and you are amazing as a guitarist. Where did that come from? Did you go to lessons? Were you self-taught? When did you first pick up a guitar?
Well, my mom's friend actually came up to me one day and said, "You can't carry the piano with you everywhere. You better grab an instrument." So I grabbed the guitar. I probably had a few lessons. I'm very much self-taught.
Okay, and do you play by ear? Can you pick up
Yes.
Can you pick up the guitar and you can get the chords of a famous song or something that you've heard on the radio that morning or whatever, and you can just do that?
Sometimes I can. Yes, I can play by ear, and it's funny because when I used to play piano, I would be playing by ear and not really reading the notes. So I play by ear.
And do you have a song which is emblematic of your early life, of your young life? Most of us have the tracks of our years, as they call it, the songs which have meant something to us at various stages of our lives. When you were first setting out, was there a song that was out at the time that resonated with you?
Yes. And that was during the MySpace days when I was just writing songs and just putting them out before iTunes and YouTube came out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The people who knew me from MySpace days, if I put those songs out, they're going to remember them. I was so young. Oh, yeah. But I still have it. I still have it here, recorded on a CD. Yeah.
Oh, really? So it was one of your own originals?
Yeah.
And so was there, in a wider sense, was there a song by another artist while you were growing up that meant something to you, that spoke to you about life, about dreams, about ambition?
That's a tough one. Because I listen to a lot of artists, and all songs from different artists have helped me in life. So I really can't just pick one.
Yeah, it's an amalgam
And
of.
it's really hard. But I can say this: if I'm not having a good day, I have to listen to Green Day. They're
Oh,
gonna
okay.
to
Okay.
help me with my sadness, or I'm not feeling good today. They can put a smile back on my face.
Yeah, well, that's what music does, isn't it? That's why it's such an international language that knows no barriers. It connects people with common experiences as well. And it could be just that the tune is beautiful, but oftentimes it's the story in that song, as Lennon and McCartney taught the world, with their lyrics, that they all told a wonderful story. And some of them could be standalone
Yes.
poems, standalone poetry. Well, this song we're going to hear now, Sabrina, is called Hurt. So tell us how this one came about.
Well, Hurt, I recorded it in Nashville, and I wrote it with Bill DiLuigi. It's actually based on a true story that I had to walk away from a friend because she wasn't very supportive.
Right.
I'm being really honest here. So
Yeah.
she wasn't supportive with me and what I was doing, and having a friendship, you need to be fair on both sides. Like, I was supporting her and everything. So I wrote this song to let people know that it's hard to walk away, but
Yeah.
sometimes you have to do it.
Yeah. Just
And I don't regret it, because I felt that they were holding me back. And since I walked, my life changed. So many opportunities came in front of me.
That's interesting, but it's a brave thing to do, to walk away for the good of yourself. So let's listen to Hurt from Sabrina Fallah.
Sitting on this floor tonight, above the broken boulevard, teardrops falling, midnight calling, holding tight to this guitar. Can't stop thinking about all the things you did to me, trying to find a melody that doesn't sound like misery. Hurt, it's only a feeling. Hurt, the pain can start the healing in my soul. Such a hard four-letter word. No one deserves this kind of hurt. When I needed someone, you were never there. You had to star in your own show. You didn't care about what I wanted, but I'm finally letting go of the hurt. Hurt, it's only a feeling. Hurt, the pain can start the healing in my soul. Such a hard four-letter word. No one deserves this kind of hurt. Since the day I said goodbye, I'm better off without you. Sometimes the truth can hurt. Hurt, the pain can start the healing in my soul. Such a hard four-letter word. No one deserves this kind of hurt.
Gorgeous. Sabrina, that is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's so interesting to hear you talk about the reality of what inspired you to write that song, because obviously the heartbreak then is more evident, in the song when you know the story about it as well. But obviously it's obvious, even without knowing the story, that you were talking autobiographically in that song. And you have such a beautiful tone to your voice, by the way. I mean, this is why I played One Chance at the start, because that shows a completely different, Sabrina that you can be on stage. The punk rocker, the rock chick.
Exactly.
A real high octane stuff. But this, that's so much more a more soulful ballad. That shows the beauty of tone that you have, and also the range that you have as well. Some of those notes were delicious in that song. I really loved it.
Aww.
So, what in your friendship circle now, do you have a circle of your closest friends, male and female, and are they your confidants, or are you a person who holds a lot in and keeps a lot to yourself? Do you not share easily except through song?
Oh, well. Well, Hurt, I wrote it as a healing method to let it out on paper. And if she knows it's about her, she probably doesn't, because she always thinks about herself, like I said in the song.
Wow.
So, but the song is not to be mean to her. The song is to tell her, like, you really hurt me.
Yeah.
And she could have done something to save the friendship, but it's okay. It's long gone. But I don't like to write songs to hurt someone. So, but if it's about me, like a heartbreak, that's a different story. But I will not write something to harm someone. I don't do that.
So what's your motivation then to move on, to simply put it to bed and move on?
That's pretty much what the song is about. For me, I wrote it, the chapter has closed.
And did that happen immediately that you'd done the song, or was that quite some time later before you realised you were over it?
Well, the funny thing is I walked away from her the year before I wrote the song. So I think it was November. And then I went to Nashville in February. So I wrote it like 3-4 months after I left her.
Oh, right.
So
that's quite a time.
I was still hurt, but I was able to write the song because I couldn't write it immediately. I had to let my feelings flow, because then I would have been really angry.
Yeah, it would have been a different song, actually, wouldn't it, if you'd written a different song? Probably more like One Chance, maybe. You'd have been, belting that out.
In your face.
In your face. I like that. Have you got your guitar there, and could you perform for us live? Yeah.
Yes, but I have one question to ask you, because I've been wanting to ask you this.
Go on.
I'm a huge Coronation Street fan. Do you watch Corey?
It's very rare, actually, that I get a chance to watch it. But are you trying to get ahead of the rest of Canada? Because you're behind, aren't you, in the episodes?
Yes, but I go online and I cheat and I catch up. I love it. Oh my God, I love it.
Oh, no. Yeah, I know you said you're not a great reader, but I imagine if you picked up a book, you'd probably turn to the last page to see how it turns out.
Actually, yes. I finished the book, but what happened to get there, I don't know.
Well, no spoilers, because we've got lots
Yeah.
of Canadian friends who listen to us, and for instance, Fran in Burlington, Ontario, is a huge Coronation Street fan. So,
Oh, nice.
she never wants to know. Don't tell me, don't tell me. So
No,
I
won't.
never say anything.
I won't say anything.
Never,
Yeah, but
never
yes,
say anything.
I am a week behind.
Yeah.
But Carnation goes so slow. Even if you miss a week, you haven't missed anything.
No. So my lovely producer Joe is telling me that sinkholes are the main story.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, it is.
Right. Okay. She's on the
Yes,
same page as
have,
you then.
yes, but the thing is, I am just at the beginning of it. You have already seen the sinkhole fall in. There's already been 2 deaths on the show, and I've already seen it because I went ahead. But I'm not there yet in Canada, but I've already... and it's sad because one of them was my favorite. Like, why are you going?
Oh no!
Everybody I like is leaving the show, but you know what? There's so many opportunities. They want to go do something different. So, but they were great on the show. But oh my God,
Well,
it's addictive. You don't want to miss it.
I can see a song being inspired by sinkholes next.
I would love to get my song in a Carnation Street show. That would be a dream if I can go there. Because I know Ed Sheeran went there and sang for the cast.
Yeah.
I would love to do that. That'd be so cool.
Well, never say never. Keep aiming high. You know, all these people are putting their faith in you, so never say never. And I'm determined that you must come to Liverpool as well, and you must play the cavern.
I will.
So give us a taste of live performance now then, of perhaps a slightly more mellow variety than One Chance.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, don't worry. I was going to play One Chance, but you played it already, so I'm going to play Breakthrough.
Okay.
And I recorded it in England with Stuart Epps, and it's about breaking to your fears and not giving up.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I actually wrote it about me because I didn't have a lot of confidence growing up. So I wrote this song to help me build confidence.
Oh, wow.
And hopefully help other people as well.
Okay, well, it worked.
Yeah, so I hope this sounds okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. Hold out your hand. Open your eyes, stare at the sun as you stand there and realize never give in, never give up, never give out what you got when you got what you love. All around me the air is thin, all around me the walls closing. All around me, there's no escape, but I kick as I scrape, as I push, as I take, as I scream, as I go straight through what holds me down. Break through the silence and the doubt. Break through the fire that won't go out. Break through the chains that hold me back. Break through the fear I have. Break through. Breakthrough. Hold up your head. Reach for the light. Look at the heroes and strengths that they have inside. Back to your feet. and you fall to the ground. Stand up and scream when you mean that you'll be around. All around me the air is thin. All around me the walls frozen. All around me there's no escape. But I kick as I scrape, as I push, as I take, as I scream, as I go straight through what holds me down. Break through the silence and the doubt. Break through the fire that won't go out. Break through the chains that hold me back. Break through the fear I had. Break through. Break through. Whisper in my ear, you can let it go, not let the fear, this I know. Whisper in my ear, you can let it go, not let the fear, this I know. Whisper in my ear, you can let it go, not let the fear, this I know. Whisper in my ear, you can let it go. Let me out. Let me out. Break through the silence and the doubt. Break through the fire that won't go out. Break through the chains that hold me back. Break through the fear I had. Break through the silence and the doubt. Break through the fire that won't go out. Break through the chains that hold me back. Break through the fear I had. Oh, God.
Thank you,
I was
Sabrina.
nervous.
Oh,
I have to say that I was a bit nervous. I never say it, but I have to say I was nervous at the beginning. But I just took a deep breath and I don't know what happened, but
bless you. Well, that's part of having a humility. A humility bone is to feel
I am
some.
human.
Exactly.
And today I was a little bit more nervous than I expected, but I just had to say it because somebody told me if you say it, it makes you feel better.
Well, we love your
I'm
company,
saying it.
nervous or not. So there's no need to fear us. Technically the over the ocean, over the 3,000 miles of the ocean in between us, it was waving in and out just a little bit, but not enough to spoil the message
I
of
hope
that
I was
song.
okay.
It didn't spoil the message of that song, which was to break through the silence and the doubt, which a lot of people need to hear. I think particularly in your business, which must be riddled with self-doubt, by a lot of people, and that can either hold you back or propel you forward. Now with you managed to propel yourself forward through the doubt. I wonder how many people we'll never know that had, a lot of talent to give, but just didn't have the resilience and the wherewithal to put themselves out there, because it's a big thing putting yourself out there for scrutiny and critiques, isn't it? It's a big world.
I have gone through a lot. People who were mean to me and saying a lot of things to me, and I just said, okay, you can say it all you want because I'm still going. Like, the one thing that the female rock singers always get is you can't sing rock.
Yeah?
In the business, they don't think women... Oh, yeah.
Even now.
I still get it. I still get people telling me I can't sing rock, and I'm like, what do you think I'm doing?
That is, well, it's just, that's nonsense, isn't it? That's just complete and utter nonsense. It's
Yeah,
like,
but I'm so past that now.
absolutely, well, and rightly so as well. It's like for a long time, women were told that they couldn't be funny. You know, so that we'll tell that to
Oh
some
my
of the,
God.
I know. We'll tell that to some of the greatest comedians who ever lived. You know, go tell it to Lucille Ball, why don't you? She was one of the most powerful women in Hollywood who was capable of making the world laugh and still does.
It's like telling us that we can't do as much as men, which we can. So that's crazy.
Of course.
We can do everything that you put your mind to. You can do anything if you just do it.
The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world.
Yeah.
That is what they say. And in your case, the word rocks is very suitable. We have loved having you on the show, Sabrina. It's the first time we've met you, but I hope it won't be the last. And I hope that we get to see you perform in person in the Mecca of music next to Nashville, Merseyside, the home of the Beatles and the home of some of the world's greatest music. So we would welcome you here, and it would be lovely to see you at the Cavern of all places.
I will definitely
you would
do
love
that.
it there. So in the meantime, we'll keep rooting for you, keep supporting you, listening out for your music, and keep rocking on.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's been a great pleasure, a great pleasure. Come back soon. Bye, Sabrina.
I will.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Sabrina Fallah, who is our guest tonight, a rising star who certainly deserves to play at the Cavern. I would love to see her live. I'd love to see her perform One Chance. How brilliant would that be?
BBC Radio Merseyside.
That's us, and that's where you've just heard Sabrina Fallah. If you missed any of Sabrina, don't forget you can listen again on BBC Sounds. Wasn't she an interesting person as well as a brilliant singer-songwriter and guitarist as well? What a talented lady indeed, Sabrina Fallah. If you want to look her up on YouTube or follow her on Instagram, I meant to ask about her cat, Billy, as well. Oh, never mind. Next time. There's always so much more to ask next time.